And then with me right now with an update on Beyond the Bin. You need to have t-shirts. Is Kate Wayne. Kate is a waste reduction specialist and recently tested her skills on how to jump her car at one of the events. And we got to say, she passed with flying colors.
Sure did.
Yes, you did. So Kate, when we say Beyond the Bin, what is Beyond the Bin?
Beyond the Bin is new this year to solid waste management. It is a series of community reuse events where we're encouraging people to think beyond their garbage bin to reuse things instead of sending them to the landfill. So if you have good clothing, furniture, household items that can be used by somebody else, we're trying to add reuse to our list of services that are offered at the Tacoma Recovery and Transfer Center.
Yes.
So that we have that option at least a couple times a month.
Yeah, I love
So
that.
our events happen on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of every month, May through September. And we are trying to just collect as many reusable items as possible during those events so that we can keep them out of the landfill and send them right back into the community.
So I noticed you use this word, and I think it's important to call it out, and that's reusable. So in my brain that has lived in Tacoma since forever, my brain goes, oh, that sounds like a call to haul we used to have. And I think we may still have it. I'm not 100% sure.
Yep.
But a call to haul are things that cannot be reused. Is
Yep.
that correct? This is different. We're looking for people to, give up a chair that maybe they've got their eye on something else, but everybody still loves that chair. That is what we're talking about. Is that right, Kate?
That is right. So we want gently used items for
Right.
sure. Something that could be used by somebody else. Call to Haul takes those kind of bulky items that are hard to move away from your home. It could be a couch that got chewed up by a dog.
Yes.
It could be a chair that broke, or clothing that has holes or is just too worn
Right.
to be used again by somebody else. We want the stuff that still has some life in it.
Yeah, we do.
For sure.
I love that. So I think we've answered this question, but I want to ask it because there might be something big picture that we've missed here. And how do these events, where you jumped your car, help the city and community members?
Yeah.
I mean, what is it you're hoping that in 10 years somebody says, gosh, Beyond the Bin helped me X?
Yeah. So on the city's end, this definitely helps us meet a lot of goals in our climate action plan.
There we go.
We have waste reduction goals. We want to get the amount of stuff we're sending to a landfill down by a lot. And that helps us to reduce emissions. It helps to keep our environment clean. On the community end, it helps to get these items that could be used by somebody to somebody else for
Yes.
a small amount of money.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a couch, but you can't spend a couple $100s on a new one, you could buy a gently used couch through
Right.
one of our partners.
So this is an example of things, oh, it just went away, but those were things that when we saw the garbage piles, those are things that we are trying to sort out and pass on.
Yeah.
So when did Beyond the Bin start, and how long is this series going to be?
Yeah, so Beyond the Bin started on May 10th.
Yeah.
It's our first ever event that we kicked off with Goodwill. And it will run through September 13th. So again, the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of every month. And we're working with a variety of different partners.
Tell us.
So that we can save like a diverse amount of materials. So each of our partners take different items so that we can really keep a lot of different types of things out of the landfill and put those items back into the community.
So let's play a game. I have a green velvet couch.
Yep.
That has seen better days, but it's still got good bones. So I'm going to bring it to the event. Then what partner would take something like that?
That's a really great question. So our Habitat for Humanity partners would
All
take
right.
a couch, and our Northwest Furniture Bank partners would take a beautiful green velvet couch.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I love
Yes.
that. So you've mentioned Habitat for Humanity, Northwest Furniture Bank. Are there any other partners that we need to talk about for that July to September timeframe that we are currently discussing?
Yeah, so Goodwill and Habitat for Humanity have already done their events with us. They did an amazing job. We want to say thank you so much to them. And coming up in July, our second Saturday in July event will be with Northwest Center also known as the Big Blue Truck.
There it is.
So they are collecting similar things to what we collected with Goodwill in May. So clothing, linens, household items, small appliances, decor, things like that.
I love that. So now my brain is going. I can just see myself walking up to this event, seeing everything that people have gifted to be reused, and then me going, can I take that home now? So what do you do when somebody wants to take it home now?
Usually we don't have like them displayed out.
It goes into a truck.
It might be tempting. Yes, we're loading it right into our partners' trucks. And then they are taking it to their storefronts.
Yes.
So that doesn't happen too often,
Well,
but it
that's
is
good.
probably a little bit tempting. There's some good stuff.
Well, there is some good stuff. So how much material have you collected through the Beyond the Bin so far?
Yeah, so since May, we've done 4 events, and we've collected almost 8,000 pounds of material. And we've also, I know, it's exciting.
8,000 pounds.
Yeah. And that's from about 150 individual donations.
Wow.
Yeah. Some
okay.
of those were people that had heard about the event in advance, thanks to some promotion. And some of them were people who had actually planned to just come to the transfer station to dispose of items. But we asked, hey, do you have anything that you'd like to donate today? Instead of throwing it away, it saved them money on their bill at the transfer station. And it feels good.
Well,
It feels good
gosh,
to get those things back into the community. But sometimes people just don't know that that's an option.
What a smart catch. As people are bringing things and they don't know about this, to go, hey, we can take this and put it over there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about in this last minute and a half here, future events coming up. We've been showing the website below that beautiful face of yours for more information. And also, what organizations do we need to thank?
So coming up, I definitely want to thank the organizations that we've already worked with. We've worked with Goodwill. They were our brave first partners.
They're good for that.
They did an amazing job. We've collected a lot of material with them. Habitat for Humanity helped us out in June and helped us collect some of the larger items, furniture, including dining sets and couches and wardrobes and all kinds of fun things. So big thank you to them as well. Coming up, we're really excited to work with Northwest Center, the Big Blue Truck, and with Northwest Furniture Bank in August.
I love that.
So thanks to all of our partners. They have all been incredible. And we're really excited to see how much more we can save from the landfill and get back to the community.
Gosh, so this goes until September, and then after September 13th, which is my birthday, by the way.
Oh, happy
I love
birthday
it.
early.
It's ending on my birthday. Then I would imagine you and your team, who we couldn't get on this couch today, will look at this program and then assess, and then what would happen after that? Will there be a Beyond the Bin 2?
Maybe. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. This is our pilot year. We're testing things out. We're learning a lot. We're figuring out what's working and what we can improve upon. But we will come together as a team. We'll figure out if we want to continue just as it is.
Right.
I think that's pretty likely.
I love that.
But we'll see, so stay tuned.
I love that. Yeah. Thank you, Kate, for being here. You are so delightful. I can't wait to have you back on the couch in that after September 13th time frame where you sit there and tell us what you learned and what you would do better. Deal?
Yeah. Absolutely, that sounds great. Thank you, Amanda.
We have much more to come on Cityline. Tacoma Pride and the Rainbow Center will be on the comfy couch. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.